team. So shout out to RC, Ryan.
RC Productions.
Yes, we love you. Thank you for joining the team.
Yes.
We are excited about today's episode. What's about it?
Yes.
What's
So
about it?
today's episode, well, actually, we want to tell y'all we are adding a new segment to the BBB show. This is called On Our Block segment, and it's basically a time for It's basically a time where we, as a podcast, introduce Milwaukee natives to what's in our hood. You know, that's black, all black. Sorry, all black everything. Black entrepreneurs, black authors, black artists, black production teams. All things black. All things black. So On Our Block segment is really a segment for us to really highlight our peeps, you know, really bridge us as a community together through arts. And that's what we really want to do by really introducing us to people you don't know.
And
We're
using
more
our
than
platform.
violence. We're more than violence. We actually got culture that contributes to the Milwaukee community. So we really want to do that for y'all. So go ahead, introduce the superstar again.
Here we go. Special guest, Teddy Rhoden. Teddy Rhoden. What's up?
What's going on, BBB?
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Pleasure's ours. Now, we're going to start off with a few questions, you know, maybe some harsh questions. Hopefully you can.
Do your work, Shay.
Listen up. Okay, so first off, tell us about Teddy. Who is Teddy?
Teddy is this one guy. Director, producer, photographer, writer, filmmaker, all around creator. Man of God.
Ooh, love it. Come on.
Just another guy trying to make it
Love that.
out of this wild city.
But you contributed to it too, though. So it makes you a gem.
Shout out Milwaukee.
Period.
Yeah.
Go one for all day.
All day.
So what is the purpose of Teddy Productions?
The purpose of Teddy Productions is to give new light to the live show community as well as the film community. I tend to do things a bit different than everybody else. Like for instance, the show. Shout out my Black and Beautiful team.
Hey, shout out to my Black and Beautiful.
Shout out my red carpet host, BBB.
Thank you for giving us that opportunity. We had to.
That's all
But
this.
you did.
I had to. Let's be clear, I had to. I had to. Once I see something that I like, that has purpose, I try to drive a base around it so that you can work in unison.
I love that. We honored.
You're right.
We honored. Okay, my last question for you is, what does the Teddy Production mean to you?
I ain't never had that question asked. to be honest.
Yes.
What does Teddy Rhoden Productions mean to me?
Yeah.
It means, well, Teddy Rhoden Production wasn't always Teddy Rhoden Productions, actually. It was actually Legacy Productions for the longest time.
How long?
About 9 years.
Wow.
But I took a step back from filmmaking and photography, and from that, because honestly, my mom died in 2021, and when she died, I had to put all my energy into something else to keep myself from going into a dark place. So from there, I just recreated the brand and decided I was gonna do all of this again.
That's amazing. I love this.
And my brand manager, actually, shout out Solana Ramos. She got me to believe that it would be best for my brand to build overall if it was associated with myself versus another name. So earlier, I want to say at the end of 2022, we rebranded everything to Teddy Rhoden Productions, Teddy Rhoden Visuals, and Teddy Wroten Inc. And now we on the verge of some amazing stuff.
That's what's up.
I love
Teddy
that.
got a ring to it.
Okay.
Congratulations.
There we go. I see it right. Okay, so my set of questions for you that I have is, you know, Teddy Wroten Productions can't be Teddy without a team, right?
Indeed.
It takes a community. So, who are the people that are involved in Teddy Wroten Productions? What's the roles, and how does it contribute to Teddy Wroten Productions being Teddy Wroten Productions?
For me, for the most part, Teddy Wroten Productions originated with it was just me. But God brought certain people in my life to add to what I needed. To say, besides me and my two sisters, who helped me with everything, and my brand manager, Solana, really nobody. But due to different projects, each project takes their own separate time.
Yeah.
So, for instance, my Black is Beautiful too. Shout out my co-director, RRC Productions. Shout out my lead photographer, Bua, my partner, Capricious, from Capri Styles, our host, the BBB podcast, my host, Speechless, my host, Trey Billups, and if I name everybody, it's just
Right. You got a whole community behind you.
You do.
Look,
So shout out to everybody. Look.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Honey. Shout out to Anita. Shout out
He get his
to
award, y'all. He practiced.
Yeah, he
It's
got to
like a
practice.
whole
He got to practice.
yeah, shout out to everybody, the whole My Black is Beautiful too community.
Period.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what would you say as a collective? What's the goal for Teddy Wroten Productions? What do you hope to, get out of doing Teddy Wroten Productions?
the goal is to some extent, Tyler Perry was before he was famous.
Yeah.
And he was famous in Atlanta and had like shows going on for like 25 years before he even touched me.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. But my live shows will be a bit different. Always a bit different. Like, I ain't gonna spoil all the surprises for the show, but we got a drum line coming out. Look, to walk the runway, with the runway, so definitely.
Can I just sit on the side and dance
Right.
and stuff? You know what?
You finna make it ready?
Yeah. I'll get some costumes.
Okay.
We got a couple different situations. I might be putting together a flash mob, so look out for that.
Hold on, Target.
Sing.
Don't get there. We in there.
So definitely look out for that. Might be putting together a flash mob for the red carpet. So
I want to lead it.
Who you have in mind? Wait, who you have in mind? You got a company already?
we can't.
Can't
Can't
disclose
disclose
that. Can't disclose that yet. My bad.
I'll talk to you about that.
Right. And my last question for you is, how do you think Teddy Wroten Productions contribute to the culture here in Milwaukee?
That's a great question.
I don't know. To be honest with you, like the point. Well, I can see how contribute just a bit in a small piece, small role. This show, the point of the My Black is Beautiful 2 show is to combine and bridge the gap between artistry in the city of Milwaukee, Black artistry in the city of Milwaukee, and the business and corporate community of Milwaukee, to see how we can help each other in the long run.
Perfect.
Alright, so alright, so it's my turn. So I need eye contact. Okay.
Not bad.
My first question is, how do you stay motivated? Because you've been here hunch all this.
Big time.
How you stay motivated through all of this? You be doing something, somebody stay motivated.
People like that.
Oh.
People like y'all. To be honest with you, this is my first interview since college.
Wow.
So people like y'all, people like Honey. Come here, Honey.
Well, shout out to Honey.
Shout out to
Welcome, Honey. All my life. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love it. Ooh, I got chills. I got my ain't nobody tell you to come in there. Like that.
Like what?
Like that.
Like nothing.
You look like that.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Shout out my model coach, my head model coach, Honey J.
Yes, honey. Get a taste of honey.
All right.
This just made the interview pop up even more.
Stop it. Y'all so crazy.
All right, so my next question is, where do you see Teddy Road production in the next 10 years?
Bigger than Tyler Perry.
Hey.
Right now.
I love it. I love the ambition.
Thank you.
I love that.
And mine.
Do you have do you ever write down where you see it in 10 years, or you just
Yeah, like you got a vision board or something.
No, actually, I've always wanted to put together a vision board, but never got around the time to do it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I just pray to God and He give me what I want.
Yeah, I love that.
So,
I was gonna ask you, is it like a thing where you're planning constantly on how you're gonna get to that level, or it's like you live in present?
I wake up and do it.
Work hard daily
Yeah,
till you get to where you want to get
I
to.
wake up and
That's
do it and pray and ask God that He guide me along the way. I help put things in place so that my life is a bit easier with these productions, but overall, it's mainly God. I'm just here. I'm just being a vessel.
Yes,
I love how it's driven to guide us.
Yeah,
I love Miss Honey, since you joined us, we did ask a question to Teddy about how the different roles that make up Teddy Wroten Productions really drive his production altogether. So because you're his main model coach, you the creme de la in Teddy Wroten. So can you tell us from your own personal view, how do you feel like your role contributes to Teddy Wroten Productions and the culture of Milwaukee?
Ooh, that's a good question. So I'm just gonna be perfectly honest and say the only thing I'm here to do is help, right? The way that I contribute is really just making sure everybody feels comfortable, that there's a culture that's established. And the biggest thing for me, other than those things, is making sure we slay, right? I am extremely particular, and as cool as I might be, if something ain't right, I'm gonna tell you. And he can attest to that too. I came in on that question, what keeps you motivated? Me.
In my defense, I actually did say that.
because as far as the culture of Milwaukee, man, I just feel like community is important.
Yes.
And the more we can help each other rather than trying to compete with each other, the better off we are. I get lots of questions about, where I've been and all this stuff and how did I do it and, just stuff like that. And people sometimes can seem a little intimidated by that, by the different things that I've been through, different things I've accomplished. Right.
Your accolades.
Yeah, exactly. But you want to know how? Let me tell you. You know what I mean?
I love that you have that spirit, because everybody don't got that. Let me tell you how.
Listen, people compete at the bottom, but they collaborate at the top.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And if we're gonna actually get to the top as a society and as a community here in Milwaukee, we need to do that. We need to have a lot more of talking to each other and helping build each other up and telling each other when something's going on. Everything in a secret. So that's what I'm here to do, is bring everybody together and make sure that we all on the same page.
I love that. That kind of segues into we only got 3 questions left, y'all. Y'all did it. So that kind of segues to the next question. So we want to know, how do you feel, and that's for both of y'all, how do you feel like you've used Teddy Wroten Productions and even you as an artist? How do you feel like you use your influence to connect with the community?
I'm gonna let you answer that.
It's not all about contribution, but it's still a way to connect with the community. So,
I guess piggybacking off of what I said before, connection and community is what I'm all about. So, getting out here and doing what I do, communicating with people, making sure people know people, that's what I'm about. That's what I'm here for. And honestly, since I have been connected with Teddy, I have been able to do that a whole lot more. I'm meeting models that I've never met before. I'm meeting other coaches I've never worked with before. I'm meeting you ladies. And honestly too, people who I've, known behind the scenes or known, I guess I should say on social media or whatever, that I'm now finally getting to actually collaborate with. So just all in all, I've been able to get out there more and bring more people together, and I plan to continue to do a whole lot more of that in the future. So back to you.
I ain't gonna lie, I got caught up in our answers, so you don't have to repeat the question.
So how do you feel like Teddy Wroten Productions? How do you your influence? How do you feel like you use the platform to connect and bridge that connection with the community?
Shit, I feel like you did it with this project, honestly.
For real though.
Yeah, you bridging a lot of people from different mediums together, and that's awesome. That's one thing. I mean, I'm sure you got
Can I use shaky ass? I'm gonna take what she said.
That's a great example, though.
Add some sauce on it.
But I'm gonna take what she said. Adding this show is I didn't even see this show being what it is when I thought of it. Originally, one of our other model coaches, Ania, she had a fashion show last year, and she asked me to be a photographer. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do one of these.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do one of these. This is kind of dope.
That was your first time?
Not my first fashion show, but because I got to see more behind the scenes, because I was one of the head photographers for the show. I was like, yeah, I'll probably do one of these. But then I realized, like, I'm not a fashion designer. I'm not a model. And I didn't know how people would perceive me doing a fashion show for one. Because here in the city of Milwaukee, most fashion shows are done by designers or done by models, former models.
I am not throwing a fashion show.
It's okay.
She next.
We gonna manifest that. Okay.
She next.
That's not on my vision board.
If it's a Teddy Wroten production, you might use But overall, I ain't even gonna lie, I just lost my train of thought.
That happens.
Let me pick up his train of thought though, because and moving in another direction, this man has put on so many different events, and he's bringing so many people together in different times and different places and spaces. So I mean, just really in the spirit of my Black is beautiful. Like he's bringing Black women and men together, Black children and adults together, and he's showing something different. And also, honestly, he's also kind of trailblazing a little bit, because like you said, he's not a model, he's not a fashion designer, but he's throwing a fashion show. And I don't think that's something I've ever seen. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. And so far it's been successful. Like this is really, really dope. Like everything that he's doing. Exactly. So, years to come.
Give yourself credit.
That just segues us into My Black is Beautiful. Like that's one of the second to last questions that we have is tell us about the My Black is Beautiful. You guys already kind of hit pivotal points on it, but if it's something more that you want to talk to us about the My Black is Beautiful fashion show that we're super excited to be a part of and honor, she already hit on some points. Can you?
Is it you want to add to that?
Like, how you let me do that, cameraman? Come on. We shoot it all.
Right.
We shoot everything. No, I'm just playing, y'all.
Definitely playing around.
So if you want to add, like, give us some details about My Black is Beautiful. I know she gave us some real, like,
I love her.
What do you have to add to it?
So just for the people that don't know, My Black is Beautiful too is we got, how many designers we got? I want to say we got 20 designers
Man.
for the show.
All from Milwaukee?
18 are from Milwaukee.
Oh, that's good.
We got we got one from Minnesota, and I believe we have another one from Chicago.
Okay.
And then all out the Midwest though, you know. Then I believe we have 54 models.
Wow.
That's a wonderful
All from Milwaukee.
Yes.
That's lit.
All from Wisconsin.
I love that. But you don't know how you contribute to the culture.
Right.
Not
That's modesty.
Right.
50? Come on now.
not really.
54.
Come on.
I'm trying.
That's a lot.
And most who didn't really know each other.
And that's what I'm saying. You gotta stop being modest about that.
Yeah.
Like,
Please.
That's big.
that's big.
For me, it's not modesty. It's more so that I'm still lost in the vision that this actually happening right now. Like I said, to be new to this style of fashion, like I've never even been good at dressing myself. I'm the dude that buy clothes off the mannequin. So.
Pick. Just give me that
Right off the mannequin.
So can you
But
tell
I
our,
can
oh,
feel
sorry,
it.
go ahead, go on, sorry.
Oh no.
No, finish that thought.
Finish that thought.
Alright, but with that, like I've never done this before. So it's not so much as modesty as it is as I won't call it fear, but it's definitely uncharted territory.
I understand that, and it could be like a level of uncomfortability there. But
That's when
you got to take a moment to really like give yourself a pat on the back for taking it from where it was to where it is now. You know, like you said, it's getting a lot of traction.
Oh yeah.
It's getting a lot of traction, so
Yeah,
we gotta do that. We don't do that enough. As black people, we don't do that enough. So we gotta do that.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it, Quinn.
And if you ain't did it, we doing it on the show. Give
Okay,
yourself a
right.
round of
No,
applause.
Can you let us know the dates? Let us
Alright.
know the dates. Let's
So
go.
August 12th, the Hilton Milwaukee Center
What time?
at 6 o'clock. We gonna open up with our red carpet hosted by the BBB podcast. Y'all already know.
Hey y'all.
The show starts at 7. You don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss it.
Where we can get the tickets?
Oh, your tickets will probably be in the link below this video.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yep, absolutely.
I'll make sure our RC Productions has it.
Here we go.
Yeah.
But tickets are general admission is $30, VIP is $60. Like I said, you don't want to miss it.
I'm excited too. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be lit.
gonna be amazing.
After party, the after party auction. It's all coming together. It's all gonna be nice. I'm trying to do something that the city's never seen before, and overall make this show the Milwaukee's addition to the BET experience.
Yes, I love that. But you don't know how. Again, you don't know how Teddy Production contribute to
Right.
Milwaukee.
Right.
See,
See, that's why this segment is so important. Like, we're gonna be doing more segments like this, highlighting people such as Miss Honey and Teddy, because we're more than the Kia Boys and violence. No, we are a beautiful city that has culture enriched in arts and people that actually support each other, show up for each other, love each other, share
And
like
build each other
mindedness
up.
and vision. And that's what we're trying to highlight. We really want to have like a different vision outlook on Milwaukee, and that's why segments like this is very important. So,
We thank y'all for coming out. We thank y'all for allowing us to
Thank
interview
you
y'all.
for
It's an
having
honor.
it's honor.
It's an honor to have met you. It's an honor to work with you. Like,
Is there anything else that you want to tell us about Teddy Wroten Productions or Miss Honey or just anything in general before we wrap this segment?
shout out Capri Styles, my
Period.
partner for the show. Shout out RRC Productions. Shout out First Class Photography. Yeah. I got a long list of people to shout out, but shout out my entire team. Even though the ones that ain't here with me today, like yeah, that's pretty much it. I ain't got too much to say.
no, that was good.
Honey, Miss Honey?
Miss Honey, you got anything?
Shout out to my mom and dad.
People that name.
Because they created me.
That's
you know,
it.
I wouldn't be who I am without them.
Hey.
Shout out to Wroten clan. We on song. Next up.
And you know what? Actually, one more. Shout out to Capri. Yeah.
Period.
Shout out.
Period.
Because you know what? I would not actually be on this team if she ain't swooped me up at the first model call.
Ooh,
So
I love that.
that is so true. Yeah, I was actually just auditioning, and she was like, you know what? I need you. I'm like, do you? Okay. Like I need you too. So yes.
And then Capri just submitted her resume on her behalf to me, like nothing. It was like some.
And I had no clue.
And I was like, I looked at the resume and I was like, son, she a Vogue model. Paris. Milan.
Right, Paris, Milan.
Alright.
Honey, we got to do you next, girl. What, baby? Paris, Milan, what?
Paris,
What?
Dubai.
Okay. Dubai. Yeah.
Come on, international.
In the future.
International. Get your passports.
Get your passports.
Right.
Passport.
I love it.
It's more
Okay.
life from Milwaukee.
Okay, y'all. We really appreciate our special guest for coming out today. Shout out to the BBB Show fans for tuning in to us again. And we hope to see you next time.
We love y'all.
Love you guys.